You know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I wish this game was just a visual novel. Like, I understand that the visual novel aspects of this game have literally nothing going on for it, and it's worse than even, like, those visual novels that are made in, like, 3 hours. But the actual gameplay part of this game has no redeeming value whatsoever. I have decided this unilaterally, but, like, why couldn't it just be a visual novel? I mean, it doesn't change the fact that this game would still have 0 stakes, that the entire story overall would be completely uninteresting, that I would care nothing for any of the side characters, but at least it would give me some material to work off on. Because, like, when I do shit like this, like, there's nothing to build off on. Like, it's just the same dungeons, the same design, the same, like, linear progression. Yes, granted, this time, I had to leave the dungeon, go back to the hub world, talk to a guy about how I was literally stuck at an impasse, and then come back here so some guy could just magically goopily-goo some magic to get me back to the rest of the dungeon. But other than that, like, it doesn't change. The difficulty doesn't change, the labyrinths just become longer, and the palettes swap on the enemies, but, like...
It's literally the same thing as what you're saying.
Why couldn't this be a visual novel? And there's no sense for, like, how combat works. It's all just... Oh, it's sealed by a monster, is it? Well, we gotta beat the monsters.
I wonder which monster it is.
I wonder if it's all. Ooh, we're doing it. We're beating the monsters. I can't.
I know, dude. I feel you.
I can't.
It's... I mean, granted, like...
Jesus.
We've had, like... Well, first of all, it's this game. And second of all, we've also had, like, a good... long, almost hour, like, podcast discussion.
Keep spawning.
What if it isn't this group of enemies?
If it's not, I swear, I will go and punch something. I will go and, like, eat a kitten. I'd adopt it. And then I'd just stick it right in my mouth in front of the people who let me adopt it.
Jesus.
This game makes me want to slaughter kittens.
Oh no, don't say that.
No, I mean it. I never meant anything more in my entire life.
It's just this game's bad is all. It really is bad, dude.
Oh my. Alright. I guess review more. Oh boy, okay. I guess we're beating like 6 more. That's fine. No, it's good. It's good. The combat in this game is so engaging. It makes me just want to keep on pressing the same buttons over and over again until I eventually win. Because that's this game in a nutshell. It doesn't even matter that I'm 70 levels under-leveled. I can still beat him. This game presents 0 obstacles outside of the inanimate objects. And having... You know what? I've run out of energy to talk about how bad this game is.
I'm there. You found me. Oh shit, dude.
Oh, the door open? What? Oh, we
Wait,
defeated an arbitrary amount of enemies? What, did he parry me?
Seriously? This game. Why is it...
Wait.
What do game?
Why is it?
Why gotta be like that?
Because it's fun.
It makes no sense.
It's just something you gotta get through so you can get to the incest and anime titties.
God, they gotta make you work for that at least.
Yeah. Well, you could just go on the internet, but the concept is if you have to work for your anime titties, it makes the anime titties better. Thing is, it doesn't work with Sword Art Online.
Where they literally just show it to you.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta work for them, but like you don't get to see anime titties. You see something that's like anime titties, it's anime titties. And there's nothing rewarding. Because the other thing that makes anime titties rewarding is that the characters that they are attached to are interesting in some way, but none of these characters are. So I'm supposed to appreciate it.
Okay, I gotta bring up Rain. Why don't you just join us? Like, yeah,
I think that's what she did.
Okay, good.
Enough
of this. Dad.
You know what, Rain? Good point. Good point. I've been talking about that the entire series. I'm glad you brought up the entire Papa business.
Can we change the subject?
Nope. No, Kirito.
Christ, dude.
That's... Alright, I guess that cutscene didn't establish anything. That's cool, it's cool. Who wants characters in a game? Am I right? Someone tell me I'm right.
Oh, look at chest.
Oh, 500 yield.
Yield. What does that even mean?
What is this? Like gold, but it's full yield? I don't know, this game is so wacky.
Like at the end of this...
Oh, got another. Do I got another one of these that I have to defeat? Oh boy!
No, you gotta fight
I love
them all.
these. I love these segments. They don't feel contrived or arbitrary. Like it's just trying to make me beat the game slower, so I won't feel like I wasted $12. Spoiler alert: I already feel like I wasted $12, and I demand it back. I'm gonna write an angrily worded letter to Sony and whoever designed this game because they owe me reparations. Literally no one is at it as bad as I do now. No, please. I recognize that that's a hyperbolic statement. There are obviously people who have it worse than this, but it's hard to justify. Not a lot of people have it worse than this.
You know,
Anyway,
it's gonna be a great change of pace.
Sound mechanism opening. What?
You're playing Honey Pop. Let's go play Honey Pop.
You know what? Can we just like end it here and cut to us playing Honey Pop?
Maybe at the final episode.
Okay. Oh boy, this door is
Probably the boss fight.
Oh boy, it's boss time. Oh boy, what enemy look like is it gonna be this time?
Let me guess, it's a bigger version of. Oh, actually
nope.
different.
Alright.
Look, it's actually different. Hey, look, it looks like Kirito's original outfit.
It does. Still looks exactly like something that was made in the original World of Warcraft engine, but whatever. You know,
Oh, it's got that. Oh, wow.
Doesn't need that sexual healing yet. Alright, this is gonna be another boss battle that takes 5 ever.
Yeah, we just gotta throw some Maho at it because this guy clearly has all day.
So just, how's work going?
Work's been okay, kind of. Yeah, I would say it's been going okay. It's just right now, like, I need to show, like, more results, so, just for my evaluation. I'm not in the clear yet, so that's what I'm kind of working towards. I've been kind of, like, keeping my mind on that for a while. Okay, I was expecting a laser to come out, but okay.
And I'll fire my laser.
Fire my laser, but yeah, that's just kind of been what's been on my mind for a while now. I just gotta keep at it with my job, is all. But there's still a bit of stress to it, so I can't really, I guess, expand too much on that because, of course, policies. But yeah, just kind of working with that. Great, now you got me thinking about work. Thanks a lot, David.
But you gotta agree, isn't that marginally better than having to think of this game?
That's I can't escape it. I can't escape that argument. You're right.
Well, what's been going on outside of work then?
Outside of work? Well, the guys have been. Well, I mean, it was relative news to me that the guys haven't moved quite yet. So, I had every thought that they were gonna be gone for a while. So I was thinking about like how we'd be filming the next podcast without a place to film. We figured that out. Whoa, we just met. Slow down. So yeah, I've just been thinking about that, but we kind of rectified that issue with just filming here for the podcast. And then, of course, I've been thinking about how to improve on the channel, as I mentioned in the podcast. And funny enough, this is probably a good place to just kind of figure that out. Like, we have a game that's
You got a giant wall in front of us, so
yeah. So how do we, as far as our commentary here, I mean, it's been engaging as far as our commentary in the first couple episodes where we're just like ragging on this game like non-stop, and we still have been doing that.
it just never stops giving.
But again, the question comes in as like, how do we improve on, I guess, I mean, obviously we play a better game, and also like improve on our commentary. I'm not sure how we'd possibly go about doing that. I'm pretty sure like one of it would be like improv. Improv. We tried it before. In fact, we can do it right now if we wanted to.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I mean, we don't have a script in front of us. We're literally improvising right now.
Just talking as this is happening.
Yeah, whatever this is.
This game. I adore this game.
Daddy, stop. Oh boy, we brought it down to half health. This is actually going a lot smoother than anticipated.
Yeah, I feel like all the bosses so far have been pretty easy because,
despite the fact that we're severely underleveled,
these bosses are huge. They have more area effect, but otherwise they don't have too much aggro on you in this certain situation.
They're going after us, or us as in the avatars that we've created for ourselves.
Oh, the irony.
Very good. I'm glad to know that we're good scapegoats.
That's good enough, yeah.
It means we're noticeable.
Notice us.
Giant boss senpai notices us.
It's what we always wanted. Otherwise, if we got tired of senpai not noticing us, we just end up becoming senpai.
You can't do that. Alright, I guess we have to take it slowly.
Nah, that's inhumane. We can't have it.
Oops.
God, that would impale you, dude.
No, we're fine.
You'd be dead.
Well, this is a video game that has 0% of the stakes from the first season of Sword Art Online, so...
True enough, though, yeah. I mean, even with Sword Art Online, like, the second part of that, like, first season...
Yeah, it was all about Asuna and making sure her captor didn't rape her.
Yeah. There was a bit of risk there, too. But then Sword Art Online 2, just, there's almost little of it, except for... I mean, they do, like, add risk to it, I guess, but then, like, later on afterward, there isn't.
Yeah.
But death is always involved, I've noticed. Like, in Sword Art Online 2, there's obviously Death Gun. So on, like, then the second season of that, I mean, there's a filler, which means nothing. But then we get Yuki, but her, like, fate's kind of terminal in that sense, so I'm not sure if that's
so there's no real risk.
That was really a risk.
We want to show her a good time before she dies of cancer. Cool, that's a good driving plot for a series. One whose original premise was play the game or you die. But you know, just gotta keep on trying to escalate risk after that, even though we've gone about as far as we can take it. Anyway, I've beaten that point of that. There's like a million other things we could say that's wrong about. Well, no, we've probably touched on about everything that could possibly be wrong about Sword Art Online.
We haven't talked about like how this game could be better, right? We haven't sat down and just like
that is
created something
huge area to expand upon. That's like a 3-part, 2-hour-long lecture series on what this game has done wrong and what could be done better about it. I mean, one thing that could be better done about this is its approach to bosses. In that approach to bosses is just kind of like a disjointed journey from one dungeon to the next. But the thing that makes it seem so non-unique is the fact that the dungeons themselves all feel the exact same, and there's no like unifying theme between the bosses. Because you could certainly argue that in Sonic the Hedgehog, it really is just kind of a boss rush from one level to the next level. You go through the levels, beat the boss at the end. It's just there were at least, you know, the theming in Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't believe I am comparing this game to Sonic the Hedgehog. We're in a situation where Sonic the Hedgehog is the better game. But I mean, you know, at least, like, the levels in Sonic the Hedgehog were all distinct, and that the themes were all distinct, and more importantly, the difficulty of the levels were all differentiated. Like, Green Hill Zone was easier than the Desert Zone, which was easier than the Las Vegas Zone, so on and so forth. Here, there's no increase in difficulty between dungeons, except for the level increases between enemies. But I'm 80 levels under-leveled, and I have not felt the level difference between the enemies or the bosses, because there's just a dominant strategy that you can just adopt over and over again, and that's the kiss of death for bad RPGs, right? It's this idea that you can have a dominant strategy that trumps everything, and that makes any sort of progression, even if this game had a sense of progression, it'd be worthless because I could just hurl Maho at everybody,
Yeah.
and everybody dies.
Oh, the other alternative would be New Game Plus. You don't need strategy. You're just better.
Pretty much.
Oh god, great! You got that Yule though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
well. Building off that, talk about Persona 3's New Game Plus, which basically was broken because you go back with all of your items, all of your money, and you carry over your levels. Which was kind of fixed a bit in
This
Persona 4.
4? Okay.
Which is where you start New Game Plus, but you start back at level 1, and you lose all of your items. You still carry over your social stats, your money, and your personas. Okay. But you still have to like grind and do RPG stuff to get there.
Gotcha.
What was I doing? Okay. Let's use our escape crystal and get out of here. Why there isn't just like a teleporting gate at the end of the level so you don't waste a treasure chest giving you an escape crystal?
Fun.
This is beyond me, but what do I know about a good game?
I guess.
Oh, I guess we gotta... Is there something missed?
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll figure it out in the next episode.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, God, do I have to go all the way back to the fucking dungeon again? Fuck this bullshit, dude.
Oh, God, dude.
Alright, well, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next one. #bye.
Bye.